If the good Lord's not a Tar Heel, why did he make the sky Carolina blue? Glad to have you with us. Kenan Stadium in Chapel Thrill and home to the North Carolina Tar Heels. Maybe you need a little caffeine, or maybe the sheer energy of this matchup will keep you wide awake, as we know anything can happen when you kick off after dark. As we'll see, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish taking on the winners of 4 straight, the North Carolina Tar Heels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Bringing it out. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. So Notre Dame's return man hardly helped out the offense with that one. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
The offense lining up for a first down play. The give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. But get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Fires to the tight end. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. So North Carolina's offense will take the field for the first time. And they seem to believe that they can take big plays away and man coverage by just locking him up in this matchup, David.
Yeah, and it's hard to lock down a great wide receiver, but a great defensive back versus a great wide receiver, we got to...
Going for a big play right off the bat. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
And guys, if I'm on offense, I am staying aggressive. I know you didn't connect there, but make sure you keep testing this defense, because even if you complete one of those throws, that could be the game-breaking play.
Now on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Buys a little time. Going back to the well, another deep ball. It is a valuable tool to have a quarterback that can extend a play like that. But sometimes you're smart to be check down Charlie and just take something easy and not invite disaster.
Because when you roll out, you're rolling out, you're cutting the field in half, right? The defense starts to run from one side to where you're rolling out to. The field kind of shrinks, and it kind of becomes a little bit of backyard ball. And you can tell he forced that one in there.
Afterburner's coming. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30-plus. And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Wide out in motion. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Steaming into the backfield to make the stop, and he'll lose 4.
And great recognition by the corner. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
Off the play fake. Got out of trouble and throws. Working that left side now. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening it now.
Well, it's a nice job, too, the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Quick pass on the jet motion. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Tar Heels.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
That last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job on the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Irish send out the punt unit. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time. He unleashes a long one. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
You hear about shot plays all the time. Offensive coordinators love to take deep shots down the field. They plan them. They plan when they're going to do them. And I bet you we'll plan to see a few more throughout this game.
Wonder if they'll throw it again after the incompletion. 2nd and 10 from the 49. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He's back to throw on 2nd down. He's got an open man. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. Guys, we've reached the end of the period, and North Carolina's on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. A new set of downs after the completion. Wide receiver shows motion. He wants to throw. That's caught. It's Harbor.
And you see so many smart wide receivers, so many smart tight ends nowadays that they know where the holes in those zones are, and they work with their quarterback, and they find them, and they sit down in them and make big plays. It's tough to sit back in zone against such smart players nowadays.
Got some room, headed to the goal line, and he sprints to the end zone. Touchdown, UNC!
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
14, Notre Dame, 0.
He'll return it. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here come the Irish back on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that thing. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. Got his man downfield. He's loose. He's at the 40. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
I know it's early in the game, but defensively after that play, you know you have to tackle the catch. When this guy gets the ball in his hands, he is so dangerous after the fact. So it's okay for him to make catches. You just got to get him to the ground quick.
Headed to the end zone, and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
And this is why you consistently run the football. A steady diet because you can break the long touchdown runs. Nice job breaking through the line of scrimmage, outrunning the rest, getting in for the long touchdown.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The kickoff team out there to boot it away and 15 yards farther up the field after the roughing the kicker penalty. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last.
Looking deep down the right side. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass. Locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Tar Heels will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Quick step and go. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Sometimes it just takes an offense a little while to settle into the game, and David, it seems like they have here in the second.
No doubt you get those nerves out, you get a few of those hits in. Everybody starts to get a little bit of rhythm, and now you start to see it, Palmer. They're starting to put some points on the board.
Yeah, they're lathered up, I think, on the field. I think the play caller has also gotten himself into a bit of a rhythm here, too.
Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. Release to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's McNeil. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to move it through the air. Throws to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's McCray. And tight coverage right there, but he makes the grab, and they've got it on the 11 and a red zone chance. It'll be a draw. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, the offense trying to catch him off guard a little bit, running that draw play, but the defense wasn't fooled. Everybody stayed in their lane, and they're able to get the tackle for loss.
He wants to pass it on second down. Catch in the middle. It's Smith. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Fires to the end zone, and he's got it. Touchdown, Notre Dame.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the second half. An extra point away from tying this football game. We trailed a little bit in the first half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the second half.
From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Makes the grab down the left side. All kinds of running room. Touchdown, North Carolina. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
And coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
Notre Dame, 14.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll be able to snap it one more time. Let's see how aggressive they are on what's likely the final play of the half. They'll try the run. Can't get him to the ground. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Thanks, guys. What a scene there in Chapel Hill. What a fine performance we've seen. And we have to start this halftime breakdown by addressing the play of this elite wide receiver. This is clearly a young man who, once he's finished playing on Saturdays, he's going to be playing on Sundays. The kid has different gears. He has a knack for finding gaps in the defense. And I can't remember a college player with that kind of catch radius.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They start this third quarter with the lead, but they might want to think about shoring up that protection.
Yeah, the good news is you're leading on the score.
Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. He's got it downfield for a huge gain. And he'll take it all the way. They couldn't bring him down. Touchdown, Tar Heel.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. Army dazzled today in just about every phase of the game. And for an institution that's turned out 5-star generals and U.S. presidents, I think they may have their next great leader there at West Point. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like kings and the other heads home licking its wounds.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Touch pass on the run. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
All right, so not a home run play for the offense, but I do like the creativity, and I like how they're going to stress this defense and do it in less conventional ways.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. On target to the left. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Touch pass on the jet sweep. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy for a loss.
Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Wants to throw on 1st down. And that deep shot's going to wind up incomplete, but we do have a flag on the field. Let's see what the official says.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught.
The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. Picked off. Looking for more room. And he showed off the wheels after using the hands on the pick, and he gets it down to the 34-yard line.
What a big game-changing play. I love when you see defensive players, they jump on the ball like they were the offensive guy. So aggressive, going and getting that pick, creating some big mojo for your team.
Powers through the defender. Just outstanding vision from the young freshman on that run.
I'll tell you what, when those little guys make those physical plays like that, it kind of jacks everybody up in the huddle because it's usually the guy breaking ankles, but he's like breaking tackles. Now he's giving you some serious energy.
They're down to the 20, 1st and 10. They're going to ride this running back. Makes a man miss. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
Listen, that wasn't the greatest run in the world, but it was very successful, and you're making me honor the run. And another thing, every time you run the football, someone gets tackled. There's physicality involved in the game, so I like...
Fires toward the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And those are tough passes. When you start throwing those balls towards the sidelines, it's a longer throw for the quarterback to make, and I think that's when you see the majority of the misses for guys, the majority of the overthrows and a little bit of inaccuracy start to show itself.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered.
He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Irish.
You never know how it happens, but it happens. Defenses lose sight of those big, huge, pass-catching tight ends. You could tell there, maybe bit on the play fake a little bit too much. Lost him for a second. He takes care of the rest and gets the touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after. He's going for a big play downfield. Catch inside the 25. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, UNC!
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He's been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
That touchdown grabbed the 25th of his career.
Not surprising either. When you've got this guy's ability at that position, quarterbacks are going to be looking for you. 25 touchdown catches, that's an impressive figure.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys that have been so big time. Big time moments, clutch plays, makes those contested catches. He's a guy that can do everything, and that's why he's putting up such great stats.
They'll run the RPO and throw it right. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the 1st down.
When we see another catch by this guy, this defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least...
And that ball is picked off. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Blasted as he lets it go. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it. No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. They'll break the seal on this quarter here on 1st down. He's going to pass. Unleashes one deep. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
Quickly to the tight end. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch.
Well, I tell you, man, this guy's been putting on a show all game long. We've seen his decision-making. We've seen his athleticism. Because of him, they've got this huge lead in the fourth quarter. So why stop throwing it? Just keep it going when the going's good.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Touchdown, North Carolina! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. They build this fourth quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Here come the Irish, back on offense. After that last pick, David, they really need to take care of the ball this time.
No doubt. And Palmer, I want to know what Spurrier said to you on the sideline after a pick.
Do that again, and you'll be right here beside me for the rest of the game. You got to go out. You got to call your plays. And I hope this coaching staff isn't going to be afraid to throw it this drive.
Looking to go up top on first down. Fires one high and deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Now inside 4 minutes to go here on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Almost had the pick there. Would have been his second of the game. Instead, it brings up third down.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And with the completion out to the sideline, they'll pick up a couple. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot.
Going for it all. Touchdown, Tar Heels! And the punishment has been extended. That'll give them a little more breathing room as they try to push this winning streak to 5.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
49, Notre Dame, 21.
And he's going to bring it out. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They come to the line for the first play of the drive, snapping it from the 21. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Got it in the middle, it's Gilbert. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard.
And that pass picked off. Even with minimal gain on the return, they're working with a short field from the 36. But this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got him downfield. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, and a similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Well, jet sweep pass. He made the first guy miss, but there were too many dudes coming to help, and they stopped him behind the line. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Motion from the offense. Quick pass on the fly motion. Touchdown, UNC! And the beatdown has ensued. Things a little more comfortable after that score and much, much closer to a win here in Week 5.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Here come the Irish, back on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown, and there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into two.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get...
He lofts one down the sideline. And it's caught at the 10. They bring him down, but he's got a first and goal from the 10. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal. They're bringing heat. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what...
And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. It won't matter much in the outcome, but a little extra stat padding is nice. The result of this game is going to sting for sure, but you've got to continue to build, you've got to improve, and you can take some positives out of this late hustle and build for next week.
There's always positives, and coaches are always looking for those things that we did well. What did we do well so we can do more of it in the future? Finding some things here late that they did well.
And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The North Carolina offense returns to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking it and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jess.
He lobs one high down the left side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down. Second down after that incompletion. He's looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. On third down, he drops to throw. Lofts one high and deep. He's got it on the right. And he's running in the open. Touchdown, North Carolina! And the stomping has commenced. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in Week 5?
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me, or I should get conserved, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late.
Well, they ran into a buzzsaw today, and I don't think it would matter what type of X's and O's they're out there executing, David. Jimmy's and the Joes, they're just not as good as the opponent.
And as an athlete, it sometimes hits you in the face and it stinks, but you're not good enough. And today they were not good enough. And I'm going to do the best I can to try to flush this down the toilet, not remember it, forget it, move on.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Makes the catch. It's McCray. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Defense takes a timeout with 30 seconds remaining. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Hand goes into the air for the fair catch, and the catch is made around the 40. North Carolina has it back, and the Tar Heels so pleased to send the offense back out. Final minute, this game's on ice. They can take a knee and run out the clock. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. After the incompletion, looking at 2nd down. The play action fake. Unloads to the wideout. And that is incomplete.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down. Still trying to execute their offense. Still trying to make big plays. And they've had a great day so far.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And how about that DB getting a hand in there and forcing the incomplete pass?
And that's a good stop for this defense. And listen, there hasn't been a lot of positive today, but let's finish this game strong. I think that'll be the message from the defensive coordinator. Can we get a stop?
Oh, he wants it all. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough.
A shot toward the end zone. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. He'll try to take it back. The 40. Past the 20. Touchdown, Tar Heels. The defense puts 6 on the board with a big-time interception return. They build this 4th quarter lead, and they are just minutes away from going 5-0.
Dude, you're just thinking, hold him to 3, make him kick a field goal, don't let him score points. Heck no, you turn it into offense. What a play. Catches the ball in the end zone. Take a knee. Take a knee. No, sir. I'm taking this thing all the way back 100 yards to the house. What a play.
Well, this was an offensive showcase out there today. We thought it would be a high-scoring game, and it certainly delivered.
If you love offense, then you love this type of game. Both offenses going up and down the field, seemingly at will. Throwing the ball, running the ball. But, David, I feel like if you're a fan of defense, maybe this wasn't your cup of tea.
More defense optional. You didn't really get too much of that stuff.